And welcome back to the start of a brand new reading vlog. It is going to be a weekend readathon vlog this weekend. If you were around when I posted my last one, I am doing weekly weekend readathons from Friday to Sunday every weekend for the duration of February or for the duration of lockdown. Our lockdown is due to lift on March 5th, I think. Who knows if that will happen, but we will extend our readathons if that gets extended, but for right now it is until March 5th. I get so excited about these readathons. I think it's really fun to first of all read with everybody else and to see what everybody else is reading. When you guys tag me in your stories or message me that of your progress or things, it makes me so happy and I'm very excited, and thank you for taking part too. Also, I find it super motivating. Have an excuse to read for the weekends, so that is what I'm doing right now. It is Friday afternoon. I think it's about 12 o'clock and I have to go real fast because I have 2 classes left before I finish for the weekend, but I wanted to show you my TBR really quick. I will be doing some live reading sprints this weekend. I think I'm doing one tomorrow at 12 o'clock with Eden from Eden is Reading. I love Eden and she lives in Australia, so the time zones are very difficult and it was very hard to come up with a time that fit both of us perfectly. Okay, so the main book on my TBR for this weekend, and the one that I would be so happy if I finished, though it is a big one, is Kingdom of Flesh and Fire by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I've been reading this for exactly a week now and it's taken me a lot longer than I expected because the first one was so addictive and quick and everything like that. I am halfway through this book. As you can see, my tabs for halfway through. I don't think I'll have any problems finishing it this weekend. It's just finding the motivation to actually read instead of scrolling through TikTok for hours. So I definitely need to control that, but I'm so excited. This is really good, but I will give you more of my thoughts as I continue reading. For right now, it's just the plan. I would ideally like to finish Kingdom of Flesh and Fire today, but that is about 300 plus pages that I would need to read. So I'm not really sure if I'm going to be able to read 300 pages this evening, but we shall try. And I'm hoping that the second half of the book is a lot faster paced and a lot more exciting and adventurous than the first half, though the first half was really good too. Whenever I finish that, I intend to pick up First One In, Last One Out. This is a historical fiction of a memoir, I believe. I don't think it's fiction at all. I think it is just a memoir of one of the first men to enter Auschwitz. I have not read a historical fiction in a while. So yeah, as I said, I have not read a historical fiction in well over a month. As it was Holocaust Remembrance Day a couple days ago, I kind of wanted to, you know, get back into reading those and finding out more about people's history and about people's stories, and I do find that really interesting, though it's very upsetting and hard-hitting. It is a short enough book, so I feel like whenever I do get around to finishing it, I will be able to read it super fast. If I somehow manage to finish both of those books, and I don't know how that's gonna happen, but if I manage to finish both of those books by this weekend, I intend on starting Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. This is of course a reread for me, but I'm still very excited nonetheless. I am hosting a read along for this series this year. However, I'm already far behind and the first month isn't even over, so I do need to read this probably this week and next week, but I'm really excited to start this. I don't think I can finish this whole thing this weekend, but I would like to get started on it and just get into it so that I can continue on next week and have it finished. So they are the 3 books that I ideally want to read this weekend. I don't know if I'm going to achieve them. I don't know if I'm going to achieve anything, but it's going to be fun nonetheless and we're going to have a great time. So what my plans are, I am actually leaving the house today, guys. I know, claps for me because we don't ever do that anymore. I'm literally not leaving the car when I go there, but my mom needs to pick something up and I'm going for the trip too, and I'm so excited to bring this book with me and try to read as much as I can this evening. It's very good and I'm really liking it. We'll see if my opinions change throughout. I don't think it's quite as good as the first book, even though a couple people said it was better, a couple people said it was way worse. My enjoyment levels are kind of mixed because on one hand the relationship aspect is so much better in this book than the last book. However, the plot and the kind of pacing of the book is better in the first book, I find anyways. So obviously I don't want to spoil anything because this is a sequel, but essentially for the first half of the book they're in this one location. After every event that happens in this location, they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna leave today, we're gonna go to this place, which I cannot say where they're going because of spoilers. Then something happens to prevent them from going. So for the first half of the book it's essentially just them trying to leave this place and then being like, no, we'll wait one more day. Let's get to reading. I hope that I can read a lot of this today, but we shall see. I'm definitely going to try to stay off TikTok because that That is the worst. I love TikTok. It makes me laugh so much and it's so much fun and entertaining. But once you open that app, you're done for the day because you just can't stop. I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna charge this camera battery and then I will get back to you later. I'm so excited for this weekend. It is really sunny today and like it's cold, but it's really sunny and I'm here for it. I'm here for the sun. I'm here for spring. I'm here for summer. We had a presentation in school today and it was like a live one and we were watching somebody talk, but I was buying sandals on my laptop as he was talking. Priorities in order. It is dark. I'm in the dark.
Someone just said, you're in the dark. I'll tell you what, Sherlock Holmes. You are unbelievable.
You would think by looking at the lighting around me that it's really late at night, but in fact it's 7:22 in the evening. Why am I in the dark? To be quite honest, I don't really know. I just got home a lot later than I thought I would. We had to go to town. My mum needed to do some errands and then we went to my grandparents' house to just care for them and clean for them and to do things like that, and then we played cards for hours and it was fun, but it was kind of tiring too because I was just exhausted. But I did read a little bit. Actually, this is my book sleeve. I got this in an Owl Crate box months ago and it's the only book sleeve I own, but I love it. It's kind of jam-packed in here. Let me show you what's in here. I had my AirPods case, which is this boba tea thing. I love it so much. I feel like it matches my personality. And I had my little annotation pens, which are just these Staedtler. They're upside down, of course they are, fine liners. I highly recommend these. Don't know why this turned into a haul, but there you go. And the big reveal, the book. I did read another 20 pages. I know. Okay, so I'm now on page 326. I read a little bit, but not too much. But so help me, I am going to sit down and I'm going to read this book right now. Yes, I am exhausted. Yes, I am literally falling with tiredness, but I am going to keep reading. Okay, hi. It is Saturday right now. Happy Saturday, friends. It is about 10 a.m. There it is. It's 10:02 in the morning. On my agenda for the morning is something really exciting. So first of all, I need to do the groceries with my mum, which is not fun, but it's okay. Then at 12 o'clock, I am going to be doing some live reading sprints with the amazing, the wonderful, the one and only Eden is reading. I'm so excited to do these lives because they're so motivating, and also we needed to find a time that fits us both because Eden is in Australia, so obviously there's like a 12-hour or 11-hour difference in times, so obviously that's quite a lot. But I have a reading update for you. I can't remember when the last time I was that I updated you, but I'm pretty sure I've read more since then. Right now I am on page 400, well, 396. But that's only because there was a chapter on page 396 and I didn't want to read another chapter. But essentially I'm on page 400. I'm really liking this book. We're getting a lot more insight and a lot more information and a lot more development into relationships and kind of finding out things that have been maybe withheld until now, and I'm really liking it. I don't think I'm liking it as much as the first book, however. I think the first book, the angst was there, the kind of mystery element was there. I don't know, but I'm still really liking it. I have about 200, possibly 250 pages left. I'm going to finish this book today. I'm going to read a good bit on the reading sprints and then afterwards as well because I cannot wait. Hi guys, it is now 2 p.m. and I've just gotten off of the sprints with Eden. First of all, it was so much fun. Thank you, Eden, for joining. I can't wait to see your vlog and I can't wait to do more lives with you. It was genuinely the most fun thing in the world. So nice to talk to people face to face, and it is also really motivational. I think I read about 50 pages of A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire, which, let me tell you, this book is steamy as fuck. So yeah, this is a very steamy book and it is kind of getting places now, and there's kind of a couple of things being introduced that we're supposed to be kind of guessing at and kind of things like that. I have heard from everybody who has read this that the plot twist at the end is incredible and everything like that. Personally, I do think the first book had a great plot twist, but I already knew what it was, so I wasn't super shocked by it. I also am kind of the same with this book. Not that I know what's going to happen, but I can kind of give a guess what's going to happen. Not in detail, like I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but I know which character it's going to happen to, and I'm kind of like, okay, it's just convenient. But again, I have not read it yet, so I don't know. I am now on page 449, so I kind of want to just sit down and finish this book right now. Obviously there's a couple things that I need to do. I think I need to like organize our kitchen with my mom, which is not going to be fun. Once I actually sit down to read this book, it's a super fast book and I can get through a good lot of it in a short time. So I'm hoping to finish this book today, ideally, definitely by tomorrow if I can't finish it today, but I think I will be able to finish it today because I really don't want to take it into a new week because I have some amazing reads for next week and I cannot wait. Plus I think the last 200 pages will be super gripping, so I won't have any problem with it. I've also kind of made the decision, Eden helped me, not to continue with Siege and Storm and Ruin and Rising. I just don't think I'm gonna like it at all, but I do want to read Six of Crows, so we will see. That is all I need to update you for right now because I'm going to get myself a snack. But yeah, that is it. Goodbye. Hey guys, it is Monday today, and yes, the readathon did end last night, but I didn't really feel up to filming yesterday. I was really unwell yesterday and I'm feeling a lot better today, but I just didn't want to film anything yesterday. But I was still reading a lot, and I'm happy to say, I'm so excited to say, I have finished Kingdom of Flesh and Fire. Look at all those annotations, you have no idea. So I finished this at 10 minutes past midnight last night, which I was super disappointed in because I wanted to finish it within January, but I'm still counting it as a January read because it was 10 minutes after midnight. It was still Sunday night when I finished it, so I'm still counting it as a January read. So I'm really pleased that I got to finish this. The ending had me shook. I wasn't really expecting it. I was expecting something, but it surely wasn't that. I really don't know. It did take me off guard. I don't think it was the most epic ending ever. Well, actually, yeah, it was a pretty epic ending. And I can't believe that we have to wait until April for the next book. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I really loved this. I did give it 5 out of 5 stars. In reality, if I'm being very critical of it, I would probably give it a 4 or a 4.5, but I'm not being very critical of it because it's just a fun, addictive fantasy romance read. There were times in this book where I was like, shit, like that's a little bit too far, or there's no need to kind of do that right now, or you know, they couldn't have a conversation without it leading somewhere else. And though that was enjoyable to a certain extent, it got a little bit annoying at some points, but that's me being critical. That is what this book is pitched as. That's what it's supposed to do. So it's not really my place to be like, this book did exactly what it said it was going to do and I'm mad about it. Like this, I knew what I was getting into, but it was really good, and I think the ending made it the 5 stars, honestly, because it was so epic. But I really loved this book. I thoroughly recommend that you pick up this series. I think it's a very fast fantasy romance exciting read. There's so many characters in here that I adore with my whole heart. I love Kieran so much. He's so cute, and I can't wait to see what happens in book number 3. That is it. I do have a couple theories for book number 3 that I'm gonna go text my friends right now because I feel it in my bones that this is going to happen. So yeah, I finished that. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. That is the only thing I read this weekend. Remember when I was like, I'm gonna read 3 books this weekend? Yeah, that didn't happen, but I'm really pleased that I finished this. I'm going to stop talking right now so that I can get started on my weekly reading vlog. Also, quick little announcement, I have decided that I'm not going to be doing weekly weekend readathons anymore. It's just a little bit too much for me to handle, and I do obviously hate to let people down if people are enjoying them, and I know with lockdown and stuff it's nice to have something to do, but it's a lot of pressure on me, and I thought it was gonna be okay, but it actually isn't because the weekends are my only time free. So I'm trying to read on those weekends, host sprints, do everything else that I need to do, talk to family, do other things that I didn't get to do during the week, and it's just a lot. So I think I'm gonna pick a week every month and do a weekend readathon with no prompts or anything, but I'm also going to be doing certain special occasion readathons. Like I'm planning on doing a weekend readathon for Valentine's Day and that sort of thing, so definitely be following my Instagram if you want to see me announce some of those readathons closer to the time, because usually I announce them a couple days or a week in advance. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments if you participated and what you read, if you did, or if you've read this series, and let me know what you thought of it. Thank you so much for watching. Stay amazing, stay kind, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.